Have you ever wondered how schools can make sure they're focusing on the practices that really prepare students with disabilities for life after high school? That's where the predictor implementation, school district self assessment, or PISA comes in. The PISA is a self assessment tool made by the National Technical Assistance Center on Transition, the Collaborative, or NTACT-C. It helps school teams look closely at their implementation of the research-based predictors of post-school success. Using the PISA will allow your team to reflect on what's already going well and show where there's room to grow. But first, what does self-assessment really mean here? It's not a test. It's not about getting a grade or a perfect score. It's about teams, educators, administrators, families, and other stakeholders coming together to ask, are we consistently putting these proven practices in place? Instead of guessing or hoping, the PISA helps school teams see where their efforts are making the most impact and where additional support could make all the difference. So, what is actually in the PISA? Let's take a look. The PISA covers four areas that are referred to as clusters. The clusters are student skills, career development, collaborative systems, and policy. Within these clusters are the individual predictors of post-school success. As a team, you will review the predictor. You will then provide two ratings. First, you will rate the degree of implementation. This measures how much this predictor is being implemented. Then you will rate the evidence of implementation. This measures the strength of the evidence that shows this predictor is being implemented. Essentially, this is how well the practice is documented. Let's look at the first predictor, community experiences. When completing the PISA, your team would first read the definition. Then, your team would use the rating scale to provide a rating for the degree of implementation, or how much implementation is happening. Finally, you would rate the evidence of implementation, or how well the practice is documented. You can repeat this process for all of the predictors in one sitting, or it may be helpful to complete the PISA over time by rating one cluster of predictors at a time. One of our STARTisms is start somewhere and start now. The PISA does a nice job of giving teams a place to start. Your team doesn't have to address all of the areas of the PISA at once. Instead, your team can take small, meaningful steps towards stronger implementation. Keep in mind that even one change can be the spark that leads to better outcomes for students. And definitely make sure to celebrate the indicators that are already successful in your school or district. If you would like to explore this further, you can find the PISA on the NTACT-C website. There, you'll see the full tool, guidance on how to use it, and resources to support action planning. Preparing students for life after high school is a big journey for educators, families, and of course for students themselves. The good news is that we don't have to start from scratch or wonder what works. With resources like the PISA, schools and families can work together, reflect honestly, and focus on practices that research shows really matter. And when we do that, we give students the best chance to step into adulthood with confidence, skills, and bright futures ahead.